Alright, we are at Portland, and this is going to be a very tough race, because there are a lot of places that you can have issues like that, and the chicane's a pain, and we're doing 42 laps. That's a long race. You can do about 33, 34 laps. Cautions are going to be random, and I've already selected. I did a random spin and we got 2 cautions, so now it's time to find out what caution laps are going to happen. So let's find out real quick. I'm the only one that's going to know. We're going to have a caution on lap 31. Okay. Let's remove that. And then I am going to remove cautions from before and around that now. And we'll do another spin. So 31 and 16. That works. Although, you know what? I didn't shuffle it. Let's do it again. $31 and 11. Nope. 25. Okay. So, 25 and 31. Gonna be get back going, get another caution. Everyone's gonna probably think that caution at 25 is gonna be the only one, because that's just past halfway. You get 1 set of tires. We will take it at that point, just because I don't want to gain an advantage of knowing when a caution is going to be coming out. No one should pit. Well, someone might pit it halfway. I don't know how much that's going to harm them. But another thing that we're going to be doing is on the starts and restarts, we are shortcutting through the chicane, which is going to make this entry very narrow up here. So we got 6 minutes of qualifying coming up, and then we will get to it. So turn that off since I am recording now. Let's go get a couple of practice laps in here. Yeah, I'm going to be slow. Me and stock cars do not get along on road courses. I just need to slow down things, and it would probably be better. But I have a problem with that, and it's weird because on a short track I can back up everything just fine and not press on throttle too hard. I gotta really think about it here. And by that first caution, we might be a lap down, so you're gonna have to worry about that as well, because you're not gonna be getting, there's gonna be 2 lucky dogs in this race. So this backstretch as well is actually pretty tough, because especially once you get here, it kind of dips towards the wall, and it's very easy to just fade into the wall as you're braking. And then here, the line isn't the actual way the track goes, at least not for me. I found that I can get a lot better exit if I do that. And then braking into this corner, just trying not to have the rear end step out, which I saw a lot of people just saying they're staying in second and then shifting to first at the midpoint. I haven't decided if I want to stay in second through that first part or shift down to first. When you get into first, then you can start wheel spinning it more. This, just stay in first. The upshift is pointless, at least for me. tires take a bit to come in as well, about 3 or 4 laps in, and then they start to grip up, so I don't want to push it too hard here. But yeah, this will be where I lose a lot of points in the championship and lose the championship lead. Unless some really strange stuff happens. Alright, let's try this stay in second gear thing. Yeah, maybe, but hard to tell with the tires. Alright, so qualifying time, 6 minutes. A reset will put you in a bad position, so don't reset. Just do your outlap. If you make a mistake, don't give yourself another outlap. Just keep on going. Not a whole lot of time for games on warming up the tires as well, but you should be able to make 3 laps just fine. Try to scrub these tires with a bunch of bad steering angle and hope that adds some heat into them. Air temp is low. Track temp is 85. It is a darker surface, so it can hold a little bit of heat. Let's get off of this corner and start our lap well.
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Throw it out of a gear by shifting at that point. Trucker shifting over a railroad crossing, trying to completely screw up everything. Oh man, this fucking corner is so painful. This is one of 2 road courses on this 8-week season because ARCA West is a short track road course series and kind of always has been with the region they're in. So take it easy into here. Still looking for a little bit of tire heat. Just kind of need to get a lap because just getting a lap should get us some positions.
One more lap.
Alright, 15.7. I can do an O. Don't think it's going to happen, though. Not in 2 laps. You know what? Let's go to first gear. No, it's just very slidey. Good little run here, though. Can I get the braking right? I'm giving up a lot of time going into here on the last lap. Just don't screw it up here at the end. Okay, cool. Just do a practice.
There's the checkered flag. You cut the cord. You've got to slow down and give up that time.
Okay, P8 with the 15 or a 14.7 pretty much. All right, well, hopefully everyone gets the message. Because it would be bad if we had someone planning on doing the chicane while everyone else was ready to straight line, and the billboards, the signs are not solid. I had to test that to make sure. But Daniel gets pole, Billy, Russell, Chris is only 4th, 3 seconds quicker than real life. So I tried to slow the car down a bit. It didn't help. Who do we've got in here? Alright, so Christopher's not in here. Zach's already given himself the EOL, so I don't have to worry about that. So, yeah, let's go get some laps with cars on the track. I'm just gonna straight line it right now.
Car on your left, right side, clear on the right. You cut the cord. You've got to slow down and give up that time.
Gotta figure out where the best... Actually, I need to double check that that cleared everyone's penalty. It cleared mine, but I want to make sure that it cleared everyone's. Otherwise, we got a major issue. Alright, so nothing like a last minute test out. One more time.
You cut that corner, you've got a slow down penalty.
The track is not
You've got a slow car on the right.
getting cleaned at all, so debris and issues are going to stay there. Hopefully we don't have too many debris problems. But the flag was coming up quite a bit. And hopefully we just have a good race. So... Alright, well, we are just going to wait a bit here, because any more laps, and I'm going to... Yeah, see, this is what I'm afraid we're going to have... Well, he's also coming out of this corner a little bit quicker, but you're still going to carry a lot of speed into that first turn. In real life, they don't restart until right up here, and then they straight line it. But yeah, you got to completely change your braking, and also hope that the car, if you are side by side, but yeah, we got one set of tires. Since we got a bunch of people with black flags. Wow, that's some aggressive braking. But yeah, we should have a good race, I hope. But 42 laps is going to be a long race, but anything shorter than that, you're not doing a fuel run at least, and so there's just a little balance you got to find with the road courses. Plus, with cautions, that helps, because in official racing, your race is just over if there's a slight error early on. With the random cautions, you at least have a little bit of hope. Now, if we did real cautions, then you could find some issues and have some, you know, have way too many, so. But let's hope this all goes well. I assume we're doing a full pace lap. And it is a little bit later in the day. Track temp is 81. We will be doing that full pace lap, and yeah. Let's get in, get ready.
1 lap to green. Line up on the left side. Pit road is closed. The estimated strength of field is 3,081. Keep it clean. The DNF today would hurt our points a lot. Still waiting on 2 cars to grid. Waiting on the final car to grid.
We'll just cut through.
We only have 1 additional set of tires for this race.
I think most people will do that, but if, you know, they can get single file too into that chicane. I just don't want anyone to get wrecked trying to go too wide through the chicane. Especially at pace speed, you don't turn as hard as you need to. But the pace car is going to take a while to come through there, so maybe it's best to just follow through. But yeah, it's very tight, and that's why we're not doing the starts into that, because there would be more issues then. There would be bigger issues. I think there's still going to be issues, though, going into this turn with all that speed. Hopefully not, but a bunch of road racers, or oval racers, trying to go road racing. A lot of debris out there too. So yeah, about 34 laps you can go on a tank, so we don't have to worry about that. But again, there may be some people that pit it halfway just because they're not seeing a caution. But if you're doing it the smart way, I would say go until you absolutely have to pit, knowing that there will be at least 1 caution. But let's see if anyone didn't get the message about straight lining. Made it as clear as I can. Told people over voice to say it and put it in the driver meeting notes. A little bit of debris to the left on the straightaway. Good to know. Alright, so lap 25 and lap 31. I gotta remember that.
Get ready, going green. The pace car is in. Green flag,
We got a bit of space behind us, so I'm just gonna back out here. And now I got a bunch of work to do.
Slow down. You got a penalty for cutting the course.
And we're gonna do it a second time just in case someone was at the back end, hadn't got through yet. Okay, should be good. Now time to focus on racing. And a clean start, amazingly. Here's where the issues will be, though, because those tires not being warmed up. You can easily get yourself into a slide, go a little wide, hit the grass. Now, the first time into the chicane. Bryce having a little issue. We got someone going around up there.
Left side. Clear.
There's Russell. He'll get back by us. Brakes forward. For now, it's going to cause me some issues, but I need to be safe about it. And I can't have that thing rotating that hard on me. I got all screwed up there. That shadow is screwing me up as well for braking points.
On your left, clear on the
I am apparently slow through there. Thankfully, he didn't get me. Oh, we're going wide. Thankfully, not a whole lot of debris out there right now. Alan's got a late apex there. I'm very bad at late apexing on road. I usually end up just not being able to turn in when I want to. So I just keep it tight. I'm scared to death of this corner, if you can't tell. Maybe as we get into the race, I'll get a little better at it. All right, 3 laps down.
The car in P4 just set the fastest lap, 13.808.
Tire fall off doesn't appear to be a whole lot based on what other people have tested. but it can get a little different with other cars on the track, so we'll see. That's a good way to completely blow that corner. Strange Allen goes out so wide there. Okay. A little braver on pace in here. Still not to the fast speeds, but Allen had a bad exit there. He got a little scared he was going to hit the grass and go sliding. Now I gotta watch braking points. Hope that we don't rip our nose off over that curb. Seeing if we could get Allen to overdrive, and somehow we overdrive the middle of it because I was just coasting in. It's a bad exit. Yeah, that is not a move that I'm gonna have. I think both our races would have ended had I tried that. I think he's losing some rear grip though. Okay. Got a big gap behind Russell. So, not too worried if we do get past, trying to set something up here. Looks like Allen has got something going there on rhythm. I completely screwed that corner up now. Well, P2 is fastest 2 laps in a row, but being fast and making the pass is going to be 2 different things. Honestly, don't even know where a pass situation can be set up. Oh, well, when someone screws up like that, that's one way of doing it. And then that front brake bias bit me. All right, move the brakes back 1.5. Still forward from where we started, but 1.5 back from where I was. That lockup was more of just going offline and being, I don't know what I was doing, completely out of sync. Chris is on pit road. So he may be pitting to hit fuel. Not worried about tires. Wants to get fuel and not have to pit under caution. That can work as long as everyone gets caught up in time, which sometimes things get spread out. Now, he may have just had another issue, but I'm gonna guess that that was for fuel. Not the gear I wanted at that point. It's getting really difficult to get the power down. Oh, that was first gear too soon. Caused a little rear locking. Like Matthews might have had an issue. I don't remember him being that close. These guys ahead have definitely picked up pace, and I mean, we're still picking up pace, and uh-oh. That looks like a computer issue. That sucks. Hopefully no one gets snagged by him if he's out of control crossing at that end. Missed that. I tried to hold the downshift a little longer, and all it did was make me completely miss the corner. So we're on lap 10 in 8th place, but one of those spots is from someone pitting, the other is from someone vanishing off the side of the track, not under power. Looks like he's still going, so that's a weird one. Chris is back in 17th, 25 seconds behind us. Oh, about to be a lot less time behind us. Now we got debris on our tires, just covered the track. Take it easy. All right. Lose a lot of time. Thankfully didn't lose a spot. To get back into some sort of rhythm. Just gonna hold that line nice and tight so that we don't go off in the grass. The shadows suck. Makes it really hard to, like, the track feels even narrower because of them. Well, P2 setting fast laps again. Zach is on pit road. Got a little hot in there. Alan slowly catching Matthews. Zach is back out on track, so that must have been a scheduled stop. Now all of a sudden we are getting hounded. That turn did not help me. Push it a little harder through here. God, I hate corners like that where you're so close to the edge. It's like racing the top line at Lernerville. We are not making up time from our mistake, but that's the fun part about having random cautions. You at least, this isn't gonna just stay this way without them making mistakes. Plus we're gonna have a little bit of strategy. Some people might take fuel only, some people may take tires. There, but thankfully used the downshift to get a little rotation. I'm gonna bring the brakes back a tiny bit more just to help out some rotation on entry. Brandon on pit road. Try not to hit that inside wall. Don't want to have it be like Sonoma Rallycross. Getting a little grip back though. Very surprised by that. I thought we were in trouble, but some of the grip has come back. Alan is putting some pressure on Matthias. If they battle, that's going to slow him down just a little bit. Maybe we'll be able to catch back up. But still got a ways until the yellow flag. I think I'll be a little bit better early on, now that I've got a lot more practice in. Little too much rotation on the exit there. Too much rotation. Alright, so around lap 21, we're going to see some interesting stuff. I had to brake there, or the shift, to make myself feel like I was going to stop. But yeah, 21, we may get some people pitting it halfway. That could shuffle the order with the caution coming out 4 laps after that, but no one knows that but me, so I guess if a lot of people pit, then I will pit at halfway or the lap after, just so I don't gain some unfair advantage. But if I knew there was going to be at least one caution, I would be going as long as possible to not pit before the caution, especially as far back as I am from the leaders. That is probably possible that we go a lap down. We need about, I looked over to see how much fuel I needed and drove off the track. I gotta stop looking at the other monitor through that corner. Need about 4.5 gallons of fuel. Dan has went a lap down. Too early on the downshift. It's fine though, other than I just completely blew the second part. So I think what I'm going to do is, since we are racing Alan and Matthias, whatever they do, I'm going to do, so that I don't gain some advantage over them. Everyone else doesn't really matter.
since they're the closest people to me on track, we'll just... Well, they are currently. That may not be the case if I try to overdrive that again. But we are lap 21 now. So, will there be people coming in? Slowly inching closer. None of it's gonna matter. So we're not gonna get it done in the next 4 laps. Looks like everyone is going to be, well, unless they're waiting until the end of lap 21. Looks like, I've already forgotten who was right behind us, but looks like they pit. Catching Shane. Okay, I finally got a breaking point now. Different colored wall. Takes me a while to find breaking points, but I like that one. Might set our fastest lap of the race right now. It's all coming together. But now we're back here on the bumper. Who knows what we'll be able to do. He did have a little bit of a wide moment. Oh, he's... And I reacted to it, overdriving, and go around. Thankfully, there's going to be a yellow. Oh, and that was Sean behind us, and he did not pit. He had just fallen way behind. I was looking at the bumper rather than where I was on the track, and completely missed my braking point. And now this caution is going to totally look like I'm giving myself an advantage.
The car is P2, just set the fastest lap, 13.3.
Everyone at the front still going. Somehow P2 has just been faster all race, but in P2. Still 12 laps of fuel, so no one's going to be right on the edge, thankfully, of pitting. Very surprised, though, that Chris pit when he did. And when the leader crosses the line, we will be throwing the caution. Which, I'm guessing the leader's got to be fairly close to crossing the line, 30 seconds ahead of me. Can at least still see him on my relative in front. Once he passes the pace car, I will throw the caution. Alright, he's got to be past it.
Caution, yellow flag. Line up, single file. Pit road is closed. Catch start 12. Car.
Alright, now we got to catch up.
Pass the pace car. Catch start 12. Car.
And this is the hardest part of road racing. Under yellow, not missing turns. Make sure that he is slowing. He is not.
Catch start 12. Car.
Trying to type. Luckily, oh, we just made Dan spin. So yeah, leader needs to slow down in these situations to allow the field to catch up. I know that we'll be catching the pace car, but it's still not enough time for doing a slow lap at pace speeds. Because we're still 30 seconds behind. So I need to get that drilled into people's head that you don't need to speed around trying to do your lap and get to the yellow flag with the pace car catching. Slow down, let the field catch you. That way everyone's got a fair shot at pits. But it's not something that people do often because you don't often do yellow flags in road racing. So. Not in iRacing. We're barely going to get caught up. And the people at the back of the field are going to struggle to get caught up. But the next caution we won't be as spread out, so it's not going to be too big of a deal. Stay left here so that people can see and not plow into us. And clear all in case someone was on pit road when that came out. We're taking 5 gallons of fuel and 4 tires. On the pit speed, I have no idea what's on the right side. I think we're to the stalls now. We are.
Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Alright, tires 91. Well, let's just go rear tires 85, 89, and 87, 91 on the fronts.
We're done. Get going.
Don't speed.
You are out of tires. Line up, single file.
I don't. Is there a blue line? I don't think there is. Okay, well, we are currently in 9th, so we lost another spot. And I'm gonna guess that was because of Chris staying out.
Catch up, 32, car.
And then we're going to have wave arounds that are going to have to really haul. So I think I'm going to give them wave arounds now. Oops. Try to not wreck. And Brandon is not going to get the wave around because he was behind Chris.
so he'll get sent to the rear. Just how it works. It really sucks on road course racing, but he should get the lucky dog next time, because we're going to have a caution in just a couple of laps. But no one knows that but me. I was hoping for like a lap 40 caution, really NASCAR it up, have a shootout, green, white, checkered to the end. Okay, someone just got ran into.
One lap to green. Line up on the right side.
Then we got to get around this lap car. And yeah, we'll do the full caution period on the next one. So it's going to put a little bit of a lull in the race, but that is how it goes. Could be worse. It could be like real NASCAR racing where we do like 10 cautions or 10 laps under a single caution for a stage break. But get clear already. Back on cold tires, so hopefully everyone is ready for that. Good news is we're on the inside, so shouldn't have anyone slipping up to our right. Just don't want to be the one slipping up. Somehow we got around Matthews, so we actually lost another spot to somebody who either did fuel only or stayed out. It's a fun combo though. Hopefully it shows up on the official racing, but doubt it will. But now everyone's probably going to think this is the last restart. Go for it all. Hopefully everyone's nice and calm. We can have some good racing here.
The pace car is in.
There's just not room for 3 wide once you get past the cut, so not going to go for that. Back out here.
You'll have to slow down and give up the time game.
Just be nice and calm. We're clear right now, and then set it up to clear again. See that everyone's through. Okay. Now we can go racing for 2 laps. Ooh, Allen's on the gas really hard. He saves it. That pushes us all wide out into the dirt. The tires are not good right now, so I don't want to overdrive that. We got contact behind us. I have no idea where the hell I have no idea where the car beside us went. Oh, did he brake and get in the wall, possibly? Oh, we got a lockup up there. Chris, I think, locked it up and went straight through. He's going to have a big slowdown penalty. Everyone forgot about cold tires, I think, and just had a bit of a moment.
Take a little lunge look to see if we could scare him up into a mistake. It didn't happen. So we get our 2 laps of racing there. But everyone that had a big moment is going to be very happy to find out that caution is coming out now.
Caution, yellow flag. They want you in single file. Pit road is closed. Catch up, 94. Car.
Just the random luck of the draw. So who is currently leading? Chris is still in the lead, so I think it was Chris that locked up. Who the hell? I thought it was Bryce next to us that had the moment, but apparently not. We're going to go ahead and give Brandon the wave around now because he's the only one. Then we can speed this caution up. I was going to let it go full, but that's going to add a whole nother lap in, so we'll get Brandon around, and then hopefully that will set us up for a good finish, 10 or 9 laps. I mean, I even did delete a bunch of laps around it, but I didn't think about the all the extra laps that happen around a caution. Just leave an opening for him. Hopefully he doesn't outdrive himself into this. And
position when the yellow flag came out. Catch up, 3. Car.
Alright, so that puts everyone back on the lead lap. Just different tire strategies. The people that got the lucky dog last time, or the wave around last time, they're on older tires. But in the lead is the person on the oldest tires, so no excuses. Alright, so we got to watch Brandon, see how quickly he gets around. I think he should be able to get there pretty quick. As long as he doesn't have a moment. Or pull a Haas and pit. Yeah, so we're going to go 1 to green. Don't mean to be some old man on Facebook yelling.
Pit road is now open.
Be starting, I think, again on the inside. We're going to have some people on pit road. I'll wait until it looks like everyone is on pit road.
1 to go. Next time by. Line up on the right side. Close.
Cat just
Pit
got
road
fed.
is closed. 10 to go. This time by.
All right, well, restart with 9 to go.
Are we going to survive it? I assume everyone's going to expect that to be the last caution. I don't know if I told them the rules that I set up for it, but it was either going to be 1 to 3 cautions. I think the back of the field should catch up. Oh, Brandon's still another lap down, so none of that mattered for him anyways. Get that all set up, and we are ready to roll. It's going to be interesting to see what the tires decide to do. Also, our best lap, I wonder if best laps are going to be totally screwed up on the results, because my last lap was a 110, but I think it doesn't count any laps that have a incident or a black flag or a cutting as best lap. Doesn't matter either way, because no best lap points.
About to go green.
Well, let's see if this is as chaotic or less chaotic.
Pace car is off. Get ready.
Looks like we're going to lose a spot here. I don't want to take a 3.
Left side. Clear. Car on your left. You cut that corner, you got a slow down penalty. Stay on the right.
Oh, Bryce goes. Something happened there. I don't know if he got hit or just had a lockup. Okay, clear it once, and
Left side. Keep to the right. Clear.
try to get our nose in here.
Still there, hold your line. Clear.
Clear it again. Okay. Fuck these tires. So bad when they're cold. But gotta go. Thought Sean was going off. He's who's got ahead of us in all of this.
There's an incident behind.
Alan's struggling to get power down. Oh, Sean locked him up.
Left side.
Had to keep it tight there, so it just got down a gear. That puts us back into, well, that puts us into 7th because Bryce went off. I think we can get around Alan if he keeps having some issues. Uh-oh.
My car on the left.
That's not a good place for a car.
Go right.
That's a really bad place for a car. We seen it was coming. Back of the field is probably not going to have seen that there was a car there. It was in such a blind spot. Hopefully they all survived it. Ran into the fucking wall trying to cut back. Unsighted. Honestly, 6th is not bad. A 5th would be amazing. Because then we'd lose even less to Chris. Chris didn't get most laps led or the pole, so he's only getting 1 bonus point. So yeah,
Right now is perfect, but if I can get a little more, great, but I don't need to risk it too much. Lock up out of Allen. We're gonna get this super draft from ARCA. Doesn't seem to really work on road courses. I'm sure, though, you'd be able to tell at Watkins Glen. All right, let's not be looking at his bumper here for this corner. We got Tyler catching us in the 2. Shit, a little too much curb. Started hooking me, and now we're in a big slide. Okay. Just enough slide. I thought it was going to go around. Old car, we would have been going around. These tires allow for a little bit more sliding. Take it a little easier here on downshift just because those left sides are hot. Putting the pressure on him. He's had a couple of lockups, but we've had a couple of mistakes, so he's gone wide, but I was out wide as well, wasting time. Closer. He scrapes the wall a bit. I'm going to not eat as much curb. Too early on shifting. Did not get the power down well. Tyler had a moment behind us. Gets up on the curb, but nothing happens. I think I need to stay in second through there. I'm just carrying so much speed right now through it that it's hurting me shifting down. Overdrove that. Rears are getting hot, but I don't want to lose that rotation. We don't have to carry these tires for too much longer. Narrow. That was not the line. Oh, we nearly got into him, and I started locking when I tried to adjust. Alright, let's keep it in second this time. Now downshift. Oh, he has a moment.
Clear.
I think he downshifted and just had it go. He did a wide arc there, and I think he downshifted right as he turned left a bit. Great race, though. We tried to put the pressure on him as much as we could. First stint, he was just pulling away from us. wide there out of Barrett.
Let's go.
Shane P3.
You're in fifth.
He had to just kind of park it there, otherwise I was going to get a run on him. And I couldn't throw my nose in there. There's an opportunity to try to throw something in there and kind of block pass, but I don't know if it would be worth it. Or just keep the pressure up on him. He's had a couple of moments and he's a little wide here.
White flag this time.
Blocking my view of the apex, and so I just had to kind of stay out wide, take a little bit too much curb, sliding the wheels around. See if I can scare him out. Can't. He gets the power down. Only thing that can mess him up now is if he goes wide and clips the grass. He holds on to it. I'm going to get a fifth in a race that I thought I was going to get a lot worse because we got a bunch of free spots there. Awesome race. Hopefully everyone enjoyed that.
All right, there's the checkered flag. Great
Jesus.
job. You did really well.
That was some really tough racing.
Minutes ahead.
Billy's going to get the win. The tires did not pay off, so that is even better for me because that's only 3 points. That was a lot of fun. 94-96 there at the end. A lot of yellow flags breaking up the end of it, but it provided some interesting stuff. Oh, that's what happened. Got into neutral. Well, let's take a look at what happened out there. And then we'll go see what the pass was by Billy. Starting off, Russell, I think he just was trying to carry a bit more speed and got sideways. So not even a lap 1 incident. That was lap 2, first time through the chicane. And then Jacob hits the curb and it just sends him left. Dan, he goes for a big slide and a hop. Brandon is going to get contact there by Zach. And then gets on the gas and goes spinning. Tyler going wide, going sideways. Going for a spin. Matthew downshifting very hard and early, and that rotates the car. He hits that inside wall and may have... Nope, it fixed itself. Prediction code thought he ripped his tire off. We got a car off to the left, and Matthew seeing that, and he just stays wide, hits the curb around. Dan going for another spin, just shifting to first too early, I think. And yeah, he's struggling with that. He's just trying to get out of the way here. Jacob over the curbs, loops it. And then too much throttle. And into the wall. Zach is going to little inside wall hit. Bryce gonna go for a little spin. Turned in too early. Then on the pacing, we get some contact. I have no idea what Russell was doing there. Then, yeah, there was a big check up here, and Matthias gets into the back of Russell. It almost looks like that was retaliation, but no, that wasn't. Just a weird coincidence. And Russell's going in, and he locks it up inside wall. Amazingly, well, was only one car, but then I think they didn't realize they were side by side there. Bryce goes around. And then Bryce in the back, we didn't see his issue, but he gets into the 19 and they go into the wall. He was just going way too quick there. Let's take a look. Daniel up on that curb, shoots him sideways, shoots him into the grass. He locks it down. All right, let's just sit and see. Everyone goes to the inside. Awesome. So lucky. Bryce. Okay. Daniel was catching him and not ready for Bryce to be slow there and drives through him. Dan makes it to the second bit of the corner before he spins this time. And Jacob still spinning on corner exit. Gotta control that throttle. And then that's it. So, awesome stuff. Thanks to everyone for showing up and racing it. It's fun to do these things. Let's take a look at the results. So, 2 cautions for 5 laps. And fastest lap of the race, yeah, it is the cut lap. But those don't count for anything. Billy gets 23 points, Chris gets 22, I get 18, Shane, Barrett finish there. Alan drops back to 7th. And then, yeah, 16 people finish on the lead lap. Let's take a look at the season results. And Chris is currently in the points lead by 3 points. And I'm 3 points ahead of Billy, who is 13 points ahead of Alan. Daniel loses out a bunch there. He could have had a good point today, and that luckily was all his own fault with the little slide and spin. But, yeah, it is tight at the front so far. Billy's got 7 bonus points so far as well, but we got next week off, and then we are headed to, well, I guess I could have just done it that way. It's an easier way to see. So, Irwindale, Outer. So we're heading back to Irwindale, then we're heading to the Coliseum. I'm going to probably change up what the format is for that, just to have less cars out there. Then we head to Sonoma, which will be a fun one, and finishing it off at the Bull Ring. So, hope you're enjoying this series. Thanks for watching.